Last week's episode was pretty action-packed. I saw a ton of deer, harvested a doe. It's a great success for early in the season like that. It's a great time for me to take a doe here. The bucks aren't on their feet looking and cruising, so I consider that a great success. This week here, it's Wednesday evening already, and I haven't even been out in the stand since last weekend. It's been almost 80 here a couple of days. Today is in the mid-60s. I'm not probably going to go hunt until Friday. Friday evening is supposed to be down in the mid-50s to low 50s. So we've got another cold front pushing through here, and it's just not worth it for me to go hunt and push it on days that are low percentage and educate the deer when I would like to wait for those higher percentage days, increase my odds, and also keep my tree stands fresh. So that's what's going on here. It's a little bit of an update for this week. Hopefully I'll bring some action from Friday. But just in case, I've got all my gear here, my backpack that I bring in every day to bring on stand, and I'm going to go through everything that I pack in there and kind of my strategy for packing it in that backpack. Alright guys, so this is all the gear that I bring in every time I head into the woods. I think one thing you probably notice is I've got these cotton gloves on. We're in the middle of the deer season right now. I'm trying to get as little human scent on any of this stuff as I can, so these gloves will minimize the amount of touch that I'm putting on all this equipment. I know some of it, like the metal stuff, is less likely to transmit or carry that scent, but I still want to do all I can to keep that scent from staying on these pieces as I go in the woods here later this week. So I'll kind of go through what I've got here and how I put it in this pack. This is a Cabela's, just one solid piece. There's no pockets on the inside here. It's got one flap that comes over the top with two storage compartments in it. This right here is my favorite part. To close it, it just draws on a string, and then there are clips to hold this lid over the top of it. And the reason I really like that is it's a lot quieter than zippers. There's only two zippers on it, and it's in this top compartment, which I don't have to get into unless I need to process or go find a deer, or on my way in the morning when I'm at the vehicle, I'll grab my headlamp out of this top pouch, and it has all my spare batteries, that kind of thing. So I'm unlikely to have to use these zippers, and even if I do, I can open them very quietly. So first I'll go ahead and pack the top here. Open this large compartment up. So this top part, on the very inside there's a pouch, and then on the top there's a pouch. So on the inside I store a lot of the stuff that I am very unlikely to use. So I've got some spare AA or AAA batteries in here for a microphone. I've got some extra mounts for my GoPro, as well as an extra GoPro battery. I've got my Nog Kudos light that attaches to the side of my GoPro with this mount. That goes in there as well. Those are things that I'm fairly unlikely to have to use during the hunt, so I put them in there with a zipper, so I'm unlikely to have to make that noise. And then a spare battery, which I wish I had last week, if you guys remember, for my main camera. Now this second larger compartment is stuff that I just have a little bit more likelihood of needing. So I've got an extra hook. Definitely always have my headlamp in there. And that's it. So I don't put much up there. Actually, nope, sorry. I throw my tag in there. So that's everything that's up in there. Next, I'll go ahead and pack the inside of it. First thing I always throw in is my camera arm. I've got a Muddy camera arm with a Manfrotto 128 RC fluid head on there. Very, very nice setup. I get really smooth pans, very quiet and easy to get set up in the tree. It's not very heavy, so it packs in very light. Next thing I put between this arm and the tree mount, I always have that seat between there so that these two don't clank together when I'm walking in and make any extra noise. So this goes down inside here, like so. My tree rope, this is a hunter safety system. It's a line, so when I get up into my tree, I disconnect from my safe line and hook up to this up in the tree as my safety strap. And that just goes right down the side here. And then the last thing is the ratchet strap for that muddy camera arm mount. And then I'll go ahead and close this up. Attach the cover. Now, last few things go on the side here. So this is my Realtree easy hanger. It'll go right in here. My main camera go on the side here. The remote for my main camera. Let me know if you guys wanna see what this is, but I think most of you are probably familiar with what it is. But it's just a remote, so I can zoom, start recording, that kind of thing. So I don't have to have a second arm up on the camera while I'm trying to move the camera around. So those go in the two sides, and then I do carry Evercalm deer herd in a stick. I feel like having that sun around me just helps the deer, keeps them from being nervous because they're smelling something familiar. So, and actually, last thing, my GoPro is what you guys are viewing me through here. But this is what I always carry my GoPro into the woods on. And these red bottoms are magnetic. So when this is in the tree, holding my bow, I take these legs, spread them out, and attach them on here. So my GoPro is actually being held magnetically right to that, and it's a super solid mount for it, and it's worked out really well for me so far. And now the other thing I really like about this is these things that stick up like this. Once the GoPro's on it, this will stick out several inches. This sticks out. You know, everything inside here is a little bit loose. So what I do is you can pull these straps very tight. It holds these things from falling out, and it holds everything on the inside tight together so it's not rattling around in your backpack. So that's a really good thing to look for in a backpack, is if you can tighten it up. You know, having a backpack that's extra large is good, but you want to make sure the things that are in are not shifting around while you're getting into your tree stand and making excess noise. So that's what I pack in every day. Maybe you guys could take some tips from it, but if not, I mean, that's what I use. Well, I'm back in the stand that I shot that doe in 2 weeks ago now. It's almost been 2 weeks. It's Friday night today. Last night of this week's video. Another cold front's moving through right now, so I'm pretty excited about sitting here. Haven't been in here. No one's been even close to here in those 2 weeks. So hoping to see at least some deer movement tonight. If another doe comes within bow range, I'll have a real tough time not pulling the trigger. But you know, once we get past these last couple weeks on October, I'm definitely going to be holding out for a buck. But tonight, if I get some good footage of a doe, I'll probably take her as well. But you know, that's we'll see if anything happens. But last night of this week's video, hopefully I can bring you some action. Guys, well, I just got back to the house. Obviously didn't see much tonight. The deer did seem to be moving. I saw a few does that were, you know, quite a ways away from me, but and then one closer to dark that was about 50 or 60 yards that you guys saw. But the deer are moving, so that's a good sign. Our cold front has got them up on their feet, so hopefully I'll have some action the rest of this weekend. If I don't, hopefully you guys do. Remember to stay safe, and good luck, guys.